My sophomore year, I kind of really didn't like school in general, or like a lot of my classes, like my English class, were a lot of busy work that didn't really feel like kind of purposeful or anything, so I kind of stopped doing it, and that's where my grades started to drop a bit.
So many students either don't care about school or don't perform, and it doesn't have anything to do with their intellect. They just think school is boring. Why should I do it? There's nothing for me. I'm not interested in that. And if they could find something that piques their interest, that is like a game changer.
The Engineering Academy is a rigorous, nationally recognized program with a focus on engineering, English, math, and science. Courses are centered around problem solving, critical thinking, and teamwork.
Hands-on is important because you need to connect what you're learning with actually doing something with it. For example, just learning mathematics without a context, you're going to forget it in almost no time. But when you learn some theory and then you have a context to put it in and you go do something with it, it really solidifies the concept and makes it real.
Those are the exciting things. We got to remember, I remember when I was a student, what are the classes that meant the most to me? It was being able to apply what I've learned and producing something, right? And that's the exciting thing about EA. Our engineers, our future engineers are not just getting the essential foundational skills in physics and chemistry and calculus, but they're applying it. And I think there's power in that.
All of a sudden they get efficacy, they believe that they can do it. Then they'll come and tell me at their other math classes, they're starting to pass those math classes, and they're doing it because they changed their whole mindset.
The fact that I know that what I'm doing is going to be useful in the industry eventually really helps to kind of like, oh, I should definitely be putting effort into this. It's not just some like bogus tool that our teachers are making us do. It's actually really part of what's going to happen.
It's a lot of one-on-one, and we learn a lot of different things. So like learning leadership, organization, it was all just like, it changed the way I learned.
I graduated from the Engineering Academy 10 years ago in 2014, and it completely changed my life. Before I came to the Engineering Academy, I really didn't understand the value of education. My grades really weren't that great, and I just wasn't doing very well. But when I got here, then I could immediately see the real world applicability of what we were doing. And that just flipped a switch in me saying like, oh, school does matter. Here school matters, and I need to really work my butt off.
I think our role is to prepare them to be out in the world. In our case, our focus is engineering, manufacturing, that big umbrella, but their purpose is to become a lifelong learner.
My main thing is learning how to learn, learning how to use my brain in a way that I can understand anything, be able to see something and know how it works. It's really important for any job that you get. They're not going to show you how to do everything in the job. And then in your real life, you're going to be alone. You might not always have someone there to help you. You have to buy a car, how do I do this? Figuring it out.
It's so cool to watch them in this program experiment with what they're learning with me, and they'll try things like, what if we do this? They boldly dive in and try new things and try new calculations, and I think that even makes their math more meaningful.
It's a lot more of what I'm interested in. It feels like I'm actually doing something, and like I come here and I do this project, and it's like, it's just a lot of fun.
The uniqueness of this program, which I would say is replicable. My hope and dream is that all schools will be able to feel the flexibility and the creativeness to be able to think outside the box, and how do we make absolutely everything that we're teaching our students through application. We're seeing it in real time here, and the power of that, the students feeling that the voice matters, but also what they're doing translates to a product, or to be able to see their future because they see how the studies and the importance of the foundational skills translates to making things go on their own. When we can harness that power, that's when our schools can transform into some pretty amazing places to be.